Hey 40 plusers, YouTubers, and my subscribers. Hey! So, let's get on to Wet n Wild, what I'm loving, what I've bought so far, and how I'm using them. The first thing I purchased was an 8-pan called Petal Pusher, and it is a purple-based eyeshadow palette. It's got 8 colors in it. These 4 are great for an everyday look. You can see these right here. Great highlight, lid, crease, darken everything up. And then you can go directly to night by adding an outer V or putting some shadow underneath your lash line, and you've got a great go to night look with that. That's Petal Pusher. It was the first 8-pan I purchased. I have green eyes, so purple is an obvious choice for me. The second Wet n Wild eyeshadow I picked up was also an 8-pan. It's not Wet n Wild. It's by the same manufacturer, Markwin, and this is called Downtown Browns, and it is under the brand Black Radiance. Now, this Downtown Browns palette is beautiful. That's a great shot right there. You have these 3, 4, 5 shades that are in the purple neutral tones, and you can do great everyday looks with those. You can darken up with these 3 over here and go straight to night. Pretty much in any combination. This is a great palette, and I've used it numerous times. It's really nice. The third Wet n Wild palette I picked up was courtesy of Emily Noel 83. She made me buy it, and that was the Poster Child 8-pan. And in my CVS, this teal right here looked green, and I was very excited because I was looking for an Oregon Ducks eyeshadow look, right? So green and gold, go Ducks. And getting it home, I realized it was a teal, but I decided to keep it. And it is pastel. It is not as saturated as it comes off, except for the darker blues. These two, the teal and the blue, actually, to me, on my skin tone, look exactly the same. So this is a spot of color to add to a look, and the yellow is nice for any Oregon Ducks look that I pulled out this season. Go Ducks. Actually, the Ducks have already gone and done it. Woo! So that's Petal Pusher. Then, because you can't watch all of Emily Noel 83's videos in one sitting, at least not totally. I did binge watch her videos, and I'm going to link her down below, and you absolutely should binge watch her because her progress is amazing. And watching, I went all the way back to, I think, video 3 or something like that, and watched all the way current. And many sleepless, insomnia-based nights. This 5-pan or quint is called Art in the Streets. This is 5 matte shades, no sparkle or shimmer or glitter or anything in these. This orange is fabulous for harvest festivals, leaf watching trips, hanging out watching a bonfire. Great shade. And it would also work well smoked out for an Oregon Beavers look, but we don't do that. Not in my house. this green and this yellow, great duck looks. Great duck looks. Use a neutral brown. Use the green on the lid, the yellow kind of on the inner part of the lid, and you have a great duck's look. I really haven't used the purple or the blue yet, but with spring coming, I'm looking forward to trying those. Then, these are probably inspired by Emily Noel 83 again. How many times, maybe I should make a drinking game out of how many times I say the name of her channel. Emily Noel 83. Anyway, ColorIcon singles. At some point I picked up 2, and this purchase was inspired because I was looking for Thanksgiving holiday eye looks, and I knew I needed to practice, and so I started looking early, sometime in October, and I started thinking about Thanksgiving plates and what they looked like. And you know, they're pretty neutral, greens and browns, pops of orange from squash or sweet potato, and then you have the cranberry sauce. La! And so I started looking for cranberry holiday eye looks, and I found silver and cranberry and gold and cranberry and orange and cranberry and this and cranberry and that, and I got so confused. But one thing was pretty consistent through all of the looks that I found. Everybody was suggesting MAC cranberry as a single eyeshadow. I don't own any MAC. I don't have access to MAC unless I buy online, and I wasn't prepared to do that this early in my journey because I think it's an investment. But I did find that there were similar shades to MAC. There's NYX Rust, which I also have, and this ColorIcon in Single and Cheeky. Now, this is a cranberry shade, and it has a silver shimmer. It serves a great purpose. Made some really nice holiday eyes. I can also see wearing this in the spring and summer. I mean, year-round shadow. Then I also at the same time picked up the single in Brulee, creme brulee or brulee, I'm not sure which. You can see the design is done. I've got quite a dent going on, not to pan yet, but I fell so in love with this shadow as a base and or as a highlight that I didn't want to be without it, and I picked up a backup. This is one of 3 shadows that I have a backup. I have this in a backup, I have a backup of NYX Rust in a single, and I have a backup of Bella Pierre Purple Shimmer Powder in Hurly Burly. Those are the only 3 singles that I have as backup, and I love them all. Let's see. Then, I think it was a Black Friday sale or Black Friday event. I just had been looking at MAC blue-brown pigment eye looks. I'm really into the duochrome and shade shifting, and blue-brown pigment does just that. It's a reddish-brown with a blue or teal shimmer, depending on how you look at it and how you blend it out. And again, I'm not ready to invest in MAC, so I was looking for duplicates. And the most frequent one mentioned is this definer shade down here from Wet n Wild in the original permanent collection Comfort Zone 8-pan palette. And you can see that this is a great fall palette, without doubt. And I wish I had purchased it months earlier than I did, but I kept not being convinced. I think it was because of the lighting in my CVS. And the lighting in my CVS is terrible. So I don't know what to do, because what else am I missing out on because my CVS lighting is terrible? I'll give you an example of how terrible it is. I picked up a Wet n Wild lipstick that looked brown called Cashmere. When I got it home, it was a medium purple Frost. CVS lighting sucks. Anyway, back to Comfort Zone. These three are a great everyday look. I can bring in a green and have a green accent, and I really like wearing green with my eyes. I can bring in the definer shades. The crease shade here, this olive goes with these greens. It all matchy-matchy. And then I can always do just a warm peach with this on the lid, and I have a great look. Plus I love the shade shift. Comfort Zone. I should not have waited so long to buy it. I have 4 more left, but the next 2 were purchased courtesy of Kristen Game. And she did a eye look tutorial using either Smoke and Melrose or Melrose at Night. And I'll link her down below as well. She is sophisticated and she always looks classy. So I totally appreciate her style and her videos. They're a great, she's got great looks to follow. Great advice too. This is Smoke and Melrose. So with this palette, you can do a great eye look every day without using the definer shade in the middle. You add the definer shade and it instantly takes it up to party, party, party. This is a beautiful brown with a copper shimmer. Really fine copper colored glitter. And the brow bone and the base, the brow bone is matte, the base and the eyelid are satin. So matte, satin. The crease is pretty shimmery and the definer is shimmery with a little glitter, not garlic, glitter. So this is Smoke and Melrose. So much fun. And Melrose at Night. I don't know if these were limited edition or what, but they were impossible to find in local retail. So I ended up going on to eBay, found them, found a seller with 5-star ratings, lots of positive reviews, and I purchased. And they came in days, they were great quality, perfect, new in package, new in box, and so that seller actually got another order for me for holiday presents. This is Melrose at Night. And you've got a nice subtle look on this side. You can do your crease with this color over here. And the definer in this is a brown with kind of metallic flecks. Very nice. It's not coming off very well. Anyway, I love both Melrose at Night and Smoke and Melrose. And so I totally credit Kristen Game for making me buy these. And the last 2 were, these are recent purchases, impulse purchases at CVS, because they just kind of made me buy them. They just were influential. So, Sweet as Candy with the cotton candy pink, a nice brown and a brow bone, and then Walking on Eggshells, which is it's a much lighter pink with a little bit of peachiness to it, a more reddish brown, and a warmer brow bone shade. Either of these make great day-to-day looks. These make great day-to-day looks. You can carry them easily in a bag, in a pocket even. They're not going to break. They're packed well. And you, even like the Walking on Eggshells, you can literally do this look with 3 fingers. eyebrow, crease, eyelid, and then take all 3 fingers and go like this, and you have a 30-second eye. If you are running super, super, super late, or you've had a crying jag in a bathroom because you're all hormonal and you need to retouch up your makeup and you have this, you are set. Brow bone, crease, eyelid, boom, boom, boom. I can't talk about walking on eggshells enough. It is a savior. So that is the depth and breadth of what I have for Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I personally think the quality is awesome. You can do all kinds of popular looks. You can do the naked 3 looks with these. With these 4, you can do the naked 3 looks pretty much in entirety. That's the Walking on Eggshells, Sweet as Candy, Smoking Melrose, Melrose at Night. If you add in Comfort Zone, and this has a lot of MAC potential, deep color, lots of fall looks. You can greens and neutrals or mix. Downtown Browns is great for plummy looks, smoky looks. And the Petal Pusher, great purples and lavenders, light, subtle looks, deep, dark looks, smoked out to crazy looks. And then these are always fun to add a colorful accent to your eye. Especially the green and gold, green and orange, and yellow. Green and orange and yellow. And let's not forget, I buy dupes of this, so I have it on hand at all times. Brulee single. I'd tell everybody not to buy this just so I can buy it, but then they might discontinue it. I love it that much. This is Deborah, and I'm out. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay active, learn something new every day. Have a great 2015.